morale is down. Now we're in the Cold War, U.S. versus the Soviets. The Soviets have so much technology that we are playing catch up with. Like, we are hated, man. The world is on fire and we are hated. But if we can land on the moon first, patriotism is going to be at an all-time high.
The irony, I feel, is that we didn't have enough science and technology. We had to use Nazi scientists to get the rest of the technology to hopefully gain the patriotism that you were talking about. (1976), this is when the idea of it being a fake landing really started to take off. And Bill Casing released a book, all right? Now, he's a former U.S. Navy officer.
Oh, he knows a thing or two.
He knows a thing or two. He released a book called We Never Went to the Moon, America's $30 Billion Swindle. So he drops this book, talks all about how Apollo 11 was faked, it wasn't real, all of this type of stuff, right? That's what kicked it off. And then, first of all, didn't know that the Flat Earthers had basically like a whole research group together. In 1980, the International Flat Earth Research Society, they claimed that NASA had tapped the legendary Stanley Kubrick to come on board and write a script just in case they weren't able to get done with the technology and actually get to the moon. So this is what they're claiming happened.
I love that somewhere are mood boards made by Stanley Kubrick to kind of like show the vision to the EP or president in this case, our ultimate EP.
It's gonna be magical, President. I promise you. Listen, they will never know.
Yeah.
They will never know. All right, how big is the set? Oh, it's fairly small.
Very
set,
small.
But, so people are gonna be able to look in different directions, see different things? Yeah, sure. That sounds right. What about stars? Stars.
You would ask, great ask, love the energy.
Love the question. Love the question. So we were thinking no stars. No stars?
No stars.
No stars. Because then people might be able to be like, oh, you know, the Orion's belt is supposed to be here. That was another thing. People were like, yo, there are no stars in the background of these pictures.
Where the stars?
Shouldn't we be able to see something here? I ain't saying it, but I'm saying it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
No.
Here's my thing with the whole director and it was a collaborator, Arthur C. Clarke, and sponsored by the Walt Disney Company. All of this, right? We're talking about NASA. We're talking about tens and thousands of employees, scientists, engineers, custodians, security guards, paper and pencil pushers, administrators. We're talking about so many people.
Yes.
How do you keep that under wraps?
You don't. You self-publish, dude. You call it a book. It's more of a manifesto, but it's a self-published manifesto.
So that's like I can appreciate that conspiracy theory, but I also have a lot of questions that might poke a lot of holes in that conspiracy theory.
I think to your point, like, does Walt Disney know the name of every single person who worked at every single one of his parks? No. He knows the information he needs to know.
True.
But then whoever he tells that to, he's no longer in control of that information.
Exactly.
So at what point does Walt Disney, the Nazi NASA guy, and JFK tell someone else what's going on?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
I remember being younger and finding out about the moon landing and everything, and you know, there's a lot of things that that just made me like, what? Like, why was this such a big? Not like, oh, we're gonna go to the moon, we're gonna set up a space center there. This could be like the halfway part. We start working on, you know, new technology so we can go further out. Like, what? It was never that. They just went, planted a flag, picked up some rocks or some dirt, said, F you to the other countries, we were here first, and then came right back. And I just was like, well, what was the point of that? Like,
really, what's the point of that? Are you saying for real?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you, like, leading up to the moon landing, how I feel about it?
Yes, please.
I think it's about hope. It's about the morale of this country, dude. You have World War II, Nazis, Holocaust, a nuke dropping that we dropped. Psychotic.
Right.
Psychotic. Did we need to? I don't know. Did we do it? Yes, we did. We are the only country to be like, we will bomb you.
Yeah.
You with us hard enough, we will drop bombs on you.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? Morale is down. Now we're in the Cold War, U.S. versus the Soviets. The Soviets have so much technology that we are playing catch up with, and we just we are hated, man. The world is on fire, and we are hated. But if we can land on the moon first, patriotism is going to be at an all-time high. The morale of this country. Not only did we stop the Cold War, not only did we put a nuke down and say you can't with us, the Nazis got to stop, but now we landed on the moon. We're the greatest country that's ever existed. We are that good, which is why the moon landing, to me, fake or not, is going to be debated until we have proof, because what it did for this country will never be repeated. Never be repeated.
It's funny that, and that was really good. I just want to applaud you on that, because that was great. That was compelling.
Okay.
Right? If I didn't have such strong feels and stands about where I'm at right now, that would have been like, okay, that kind of swayed me, right? And I agree with you. I feel like that could have been a very strong reason why they made such a big deal. The irony, I feel, is that we didn't have enough science and technology. We had to use Nazi scientists to get the rest of the technology to hopefully gain the patriotism that you were talking about.
Yeah.
So that's the irony of it. So because of that, and because the government is known to do such shady shit,
always.
Like, I always have to question everything they do and everything they said they did, because I know they shady. You ever have a family member that you just know gonna steal some if you just leave it around? So now you're taping down the TV and you got super glue on plates and like that. That's what the government is. Like, no, I'm good, baby. I'm good. No, you can trust me. Bring the kids over here. You go back. Your kid has been sold, okay, for a 10-speed bike, so that can be traded for crack. That's the government. But they always look like they mean well. They sound like they mean well, and that's what I feel like it is. So that's why I'm always questioning everything. I mean, even when JFK made that public speech, right?
It's riveting.
He said something about the U.S. will put a man on the moon before the end of the decade. And NASA's budget jumps almost 500% in the years after JFK's pledge to put a man on the moon.
Yeah, man.
So it worked.
It worked.
People believed in it.
Yeah.
People were believing in it. But I just was like...
But like any good boss, he got the company excited for like the drop, right? You know what I mean? Whether it's an iPhone or a moon landing, our America's boss got the company excited, meaning us. You know what I mean? Like even there, I was looking it up because the 500% increase, $5 billion.
Oh, wow.
Put into the space race. Before it was like, a little bit here, a little bit there. Who cares about space? Whatever. $5 billion to win.
That's a lot of money.
To win, man.
That's a lot of money.
And to do that speech in Texas, I think that's pretty wild. Like, how are you going to like say, hold on, let me gather my thoughts. I'm getting excited. My thoughts are going ahead of my mouth. Like Texas is where you would drop that speech.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For sure.
Yeah.
I can't even lie. Texas is definitely the place. So again, JFK's speech, riveting. Got people going, got it motivated, got the funds up. And this was back in 1961. We actually went to the moon on 1969. They had a plan B set up in place, right? Hopefully a plan B. But one way or another, we're getting to that moon. And then they did it. Allegedly. Allegedly.
I don't think they did.
I call bullshit, bro.
There it is.
I call bullshit. And I don't make no apologies about it. I don't think we actually win.
It's so good to hear you say that.
Yeah.
To plant your own flag in this moon theory.
Hey.
The Tahir flag, whatever's on that flag.
I find it hard to believe, man. I just find it hard to believe. I don't know if I can really pick that up by to take it home with me. Like at face value.
The easy escapist answer is to say it doesn't matter. It worked either way. It got us loving America. It got everyone excited. It ended the Cold War. We stuck our dick in the moon first. Everyone, like exciting. Yes. But either way, it worked. And I think that is also like worth noting. That either way it worked.
You have those people who believe that the moon landing was fake. You have those that believe that it was real. Then you have those people, like Mike, who believe that the moon itself isn't real.
Yeah. You believe in the moon?
The attachment it has to the earth
Mm-hmm.
and the attachment it has on things and people to the earth. I just assumed it was real. You believe differently.
What I mean, well, let's talk about your moon.
Yeah.
If that's what you
live here
call
too. You live here too.
The moon's hollow.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Back to this.
It's hollow.
Okay.
It's a Ferrero Rocher rock.
Somebody just stuck a small coffee stir and then just sucked all the inside out and then folded the fold back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig that.
I think we all know it's not made of cheese. It's a Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
And so there's this theory for a couple reasons. One is earthquakes, or let's call them moonquakes because they're on the moon. I guess we have to do that everywhere if that's the rule. Jupiter quakes.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so there's moonquakes, of course, seismic shifts, and those end up making a bell sound all the way through the moon down into its core. And so if it's gonna make that ding, it's from being hollow.
But listen, okay, I have a serious question with this because I feel like we read that in our research, and I feel like in the research they said something that hit it, and somebody said they heard a hollow sound or something like that.
Yes, Apollo 12 crash lands, and that bell sound was heard for hours and hours.
Now, I'm just throwing this at you. You don't have to pick it up if you want to, right? What if the bell sound was actually from something on the ship, and they heard the ringing for hours because they hit it harder than they realized? And when they hit, their head hit the helmet or something, and they were just hearing a ringing in their ears from that crash.
I'll pick that up. I think that you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my thing is like, without any instrumentation to validate this, like if they had I don't even know what type of recording.
Well, before people land on the moon, we're dropping like things on the moon. We're dropping like robotics and things like that, lunar modules that will be able to like man hadn't been to the moon, but we had things onto the moon.
Gotcha.
So we have science up there.
And that's how we were able to
take
the moonquakes and stuff like that too, right?
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I pretended to be a millionaire to fly on a Virgin Galactic space flight and got caught. And I have the receipts for it in 2013. Right when Richard Branson announced, I'm doing Virgin Galactic and we're doing space tourism and you can go to space, I hopped on there. I emailed him and I said, hello, I'm a millionaire. I would love to chat about how to invest, get in on the ground floor and become an astronaut with all of you. And I'm chatting with this guy. I got on the phone with him and he's like, we'll fly you to Monaco. We'd love for you to meet Richard. Like there's an F1 race or whatever it is. And I was like, so good. Yes, yes, yes. And then in our last email, it was me and my buddy who I will not name on this because he's doing other things with his life. And he and I are like, yo, how do we go out there? How do we do this? Let's just go. Let's just get suits and go. Let's see how far we can take this with Virgin Galactic. And that email was read by the Virgin Galactic guy. And he just goes, hi, Mike, could you please explain what this is below? And it was our emails to each other saying, let's just go for it.
You didn't just call each other or text each other. You left a paper trail of your idiocracy.
Yeah, no millionaire would. No millionaire would.
And looking for Southwest flights to Monaco. What is wrong with you?
Yeah. How are you getting there? That would have been the biggest tip-off. Yeah, so when can you fly in? Let me see what Southwest is getting there.
Let me tell you something. That right there. One, the fact that y'all did it, y'all got caught because of that.
Yeah.
Two, the fact that you thought that you were going to just trick this millionaire, and at some point he wasn't going to like just do a little research.
He'd be like,
that's not audacity. That's caucasity. That is very Caucasian of you. That's caucasity at its finest. You understand me? That is wild. Not only impersonating a millionaire, don't have a way to get there.
Nope.
And then have that conversation in the same goddamn thread.
Unbelievable.
But look at you now. You're such a cutie pie. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
So if it's hollow, what's in there? Maybe an alien spacecraft. Maybe storage, family albums.
Yeah.
Who knows? But maybe Jeff Bezos is trying to buy it so we can store Amazon products in there as the way station between Earth and Mars.
Yeah.
And we can just fill it up with, Roombas and
and clean it up.
Yeah.
Clean this mess up. You know what's crazy? As I just thought about this right now, I'm so glad that the rocks and soil they recovered from the moon didn't really serve a purpose that we needed on Earth. Because I could just tell the way we are as a race, as a society, we would chip away at that till we don't have a moon. And can you imagine if there was some
like a precious metal
or a different element that's only on the moon that could be burnt down to a fossil fuel, or it was 10 times more lucrative or valuable than oil? We would chip away at our own moon, up waves and tsunamis going crazy. You know, people really talking about, like, back in my days, it was safe to go outside and go swimming. And we didn't chip away. It's just a crescent. It ain't even
women's
like
periods are just like, what's happening?
It would be crazy. It would be sure pandemonium. But that just popped in my head.
We would, though. I agree with you. We would absolutely chip away at the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
And the moon's power, like you said, like, it's not just the waves that, like, we mainly hear, but also, like, women's menstrual cycles, and it was something else that it influences. I mean, seasons.
Are you a moon guy? Do you vibe with manifestation and the idea of, like, the moon holding a bit of a cosmic pull on our, like, abilities as human beings?
I am very much an energy person. I haven't got really into, like, astrology when they were like, oh, I'm Pisces with an Aries rising. Because my mom doesn't remember when I was born. Or where.
Yeah, she was busy. She wasn't like.
she was. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe the shot that they gave her or what. But I asked her, I'm like, you remember what time it was? She was like, I don't remember what time it was. I was in and out.
Yeah.
So I've never really gotten there, but I do believe there is something very cosmic and spiritual and energetic between the relationship of the moon and the earth. And the fact that the moon does have that great effect on the tides and waves and things like that. I think that just proves that, we look at the earth, or I feel like we think at the earth and the moon as these just big space rocks that we inhabit and sometimes go back and forth to. And it could be something so much more harmonious than that. Like the moon could be a part of the earth that got knocked out when a meteor hit, and it knows that, like, it's supposed to be here.
It's our Earth's familiar.
Yeah. So I feel like there is something deeper in the connection between the moon and the earth, but I haven't really, like, set and applied a lot of mental to thinking of what that is. But I definitely believe that the moon is necessary for our existence.
Yes.
Also hit that subscribe button and that share button. Do us a favor.
Please, we're trying to get in that algorithm, puff some stuff, click right here, go down that rabbit hole. What are you doing?
That's my happy dad.
Oh, nice.